BB851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
This weekend for American Airlines has once again been one of significant disruption to its customers and overall network following the cancellation of around 1,500 flights. This has not been the first time that the airline has experienced mass cancellations. They are also not the only American carrier to have experienced the same thing for very similar reasons. American Airlines is citing lousy weather, but more importantly, staff shortages for the reason they've seen the mass cancellations. 551 flights were cancelled on Saturday, with 480 coming on Sunday, and then it was said that a further 376 flights were cancelled on that of Friday. This is thanks to your various flight tracking websites that also noted that there were significant delays to various flights on top of this. Weather problems can actually have a more considerable effect on an airline's operations than you may think. This is because the airline has staff that need to move from plane to plane and flight to flight. Therefore, one cancellation can cause a significant problem and effectively a domino effect within the airline's operations and staffing, and not quite the good domino effect you may be wanting. In a statement that was released by the airline, they noted that while the weather had played a part in some delays and cancellations, the airline is now seeing a massive problem with its staffing as it becomes incredibly tight with its operations, as they are flying irregular patterns and working too much. The pandemic, if you are unaware, resulted in the airline having to offload a massive amount of employees and also retire several aircraft. This has meant that the airline has been scrambling to cope with overworking employees remaining and welcoming certain ones back. Generally, though, they've struggled to be able to cope with the demand coming back so quickly. This is something that not just American Airlines, but many other airlines within the aviation industry simply did not forecast. As they try and welcome certain employees back, it's something they've not been able to do quick enough, and as the festive season approaches, it's even more crucial that they get their network back up and make it as robust as possible. Flying with American Airlines this December, I actually have already experienced one cancellation, and am readily waiting for another to come through. The airline is though making some changes to try and stop this from continuing to be a regular occurrence, as naturally it's a massive inconvenience and puts a lot of stress and pressure on the current workforce with the airline. They've said that they'll be welcoming back 1,800 flight attendants who were previously on leave quicker than they first expected, while also hiring a further 600 new flight attendants that will be joining the operations. Now, while they are experiencing staff shortages, it is worth noting that it's not only central to that of flight attendants, also the likes of pilots and other positions within the airline's operations are definitely being affected as well. Ultimately now, for people looking at booking services, they're worried that it might be too risky to follow through for, say, Thanksgiving or the festive period. This is a very valid concern that many have, as naturally the airline will want to try and sort it out as soon as possible and restore the public's confidence in booking and flying American Airlines once again without having to experience those cancellations. If you have any thoughts, please do let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Also, to those that celebrate, have a very happy, scary, spooky, and also safe Halloween.